Hello and welcome back to Boring Dad Gaming, where today I'm going to be playing some more of the Broken Roads demo, currently on Steam. We're in our first sort of big town, really. We can only sort of see this area around us, but it looks like there's a lot to do, a lot of people to speak to. So let's just have a bit of an explore. Let's find out more about where we are. Damo Lane. The young man stands up straight, bouncing his foot restlessly as you approach. He has a smear of grease under one eye and a dusty mop of unattended hair held at bay by a weather-beaten cap. G'day, name's Damo. Everyone needs fuel. Black gold's rarer than actual gold these days. I got petrol, diesel, whatever you need. He grins, but there's a preoccupation to his spiel. Best price is this side of Meriden, or I'll eat my hat. The old man sitting next to him groans, head lolling on his shoulders. He's covered in a fine black dust like he's been rolling around after a bushfire. A thin sheen of sweat glistens on his cheeks, but his lips are as dry as the desert air. Damo looks at him in concern. Steady on now, old fella. He speaks with forced joviality, but there's a tenderness in his face that his worry can't quite conceal. What's on your mind? He blows out air between his pursed lips. Yeah, look, my mate is sick and I'm kind of at the end of me hope. We got into a bit of trouble at the refinery and Sid ended up copping the worst of it. He said everything was fair dinkum, but now his hair's fallen out and he hasn't eaten in 3 days. Ooh, radiation maybe? Frida Lamb. That's just another townsperson, I think. You know, all he probably needs is some iodine. She looks at Sid, tapping her chin. I've got a doctor friend down Brookton way. She'd help him, especially if you told her I sent you. I'm sure Jess will let us take him in the camel cart. Be nice to save someone for a change. For a change, yeah. As opposed to all the other jobs we do, protecting caravans, finding people who've gone missing. Yeah, well, she ignores Ella. We're not leaving him here, and that's that. Say nothing. His mouth falls open. Really? I mean, thanks, yeah, please. He springs forward and shakes your hand so hard it makes your elbow hurt. Sid looks up at you, lips cracked and face pale. He's sweating and shivering and has difficulty focusing his gaze. I'll shake your hand, but I've had the runs for the past 6 days. You don't want to know what I've been using for toilet paper. You're not going to shit on me, are you? Oh, I hope not. A violent tremor shakes him from head to toe.
You just settle back and rest, old fella. When Jess arrives, we'll get you set up nice and comfy for the ride to town.
He tries to speak, but the trembling of his lips defeats him. In the end, he simply nods. Cool, okay. Ask Jess. Oh, what was that? So have a look at the journal. I didn't quite get to do it last time. Some main quests. Side quests. Oh, hang on. Got to close this window first. Right, so got to meet Tina, Kokoby Way Station. What's our side quest? So we've got sickness unto death. Get Sid settled for the trip to Brookton. Got to have a yarn with Jess about taking Sid to Brookton on the back of her camel cart. Do I know who Jess is? I don't know if I've met a Jess yet. Maybe there's someone around here called Jess. There's a kangaroo over there. Okay, he's just random townsperson thing. Although it looks like you can speak to most people, to be honest. Who's this guy?
I'm busy.
He has the stance of someone who's seen other people with military training, but never been through it himself. He reeks of sweat and his camo is obviously the wrong colour for the surrounding terrain.
What do you want, sweetheart? Looking for a real man to show you how to use a gun?
In your dreams, mate. What's your deal? My deal? He spares you an amused glance. My deal is that I'm the only thing standing between these bogans and a slow death in the sun. There'd be no Kokoby if I wasn't protecting the old place. Everyone'd be too scared to set up shop. Like you and whatever else crawl out from under a rock to limp here. You know what? You have no fucking idea what we go through to... Ella holds out her hand. Dreamer, stop giving him what he wants. The mercenary smirks. Ever thought about joining up with the scouts? That ramshackle outfit? Oh, I'd rather kiss my own face with a tire iron. Don't. Ella holds out a hand to silence Mishti's retort. He's just trying to get you rolled up. He smirks. Need a hand? With what? The camel dung or the bloody flies? He waves his hand in an Aussie salute. Go, pick up all the shit you like. I won't stop you.
Whatever.
Jerk. Okay, who's this dude? Alright, okay, what's this? Someone's a bit of a pack rat. Well, people dump the trash here at night as a not-so-subtle FU. No. Okay, that's the edge of the screen. Can't talk to him. Let's kind of... let's just cut in again. Fresh meat. So the camels, mate. Go get your own food. Actually, let's go and check out what's down here. It's got railway tracks. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Unless you can smash it, then go for your life, you yobbo. I love Australian words. When you say them, you have to say them in an Australian accent. It's no other logical way to say them. Like damo, yobbo. Old world goods scavenged from some remote or irradiated warehouse. Oops. Could be gold, but more likely everything under the first layer is dodgy, dirty, or just full of holes. Struth, damo. Alright, what's in here? Ooh, we found some HB or not HB. Very good. Milk bottle empty. Okay, so this is use. Take all. That's what we want. Yeah. What have we actually got? We've got a pistol, hunting knife, toolbox, first aid kit, bit of meat, useful rags, scrap, and that stuff we just found. In terms of party management, yeah, let's have a look. I'm sure it's all going to be fairly straightforward. So yeah, so we've got a user. I'd like to just kind of see its stats, but I don't see a way to do that. So if I do that now, I still can't see how much damage it does. So if that's there, I can see it there. This doesn't seem to have any... I mean, it is a demo. It's very early stages. It does tell us there, though. Pistol 3 to 6, rifle 5 to 9. Hopefully, all this stuff will get tidied up, I'm sure. Ella. Ooh, yeah, her sniper rifle suffering from the same thing. But 6 to 12 sounds pretty good. Dreamer, she's got a pistol and a knife. Okay, so we've got a spare pistol and a knife, really. Okay. Ooh, let's see other people's stats. So we've got high charisma, high awareness, everything else kind of average. Ella's pretty good all-rounder as well. Low on charisma, I think we've seen that, but awareness, intelligence, agility, all good. And Mishti, is it Mishti or Mishta? Mishti, I think. Not very good in battle, but very charismatic and intelligent. So 23 HP, 20 HP. See, she's got 5 action points. What gives her that? It's possibly agility, because we're a bit hamstrung by only having 4. In fact, we're the only one who's got 4 and 4. So what do I think gives the move points? She's got 5 and 5. It's probably intelligence and agility, isn't it? Whereas I'm quite average in both respects. Ooh, what's down here? This is like it could be a camel station. We're going to find someone called Jess here. Jess is probably someone where we just came from. I just forgotten about it. Okay. Let's go and check what these fellas are all about. That's Cole, isn't it? Who's this guy? He's working on some parts and doesn't seem to register your presence till you're almost on top of him. He turns and wipes his hands on his pants and gives a broad smile. Dusty Hellsworth, how's the day finding you? What are you doing? This? Oh, just a bit of soul, a bit of scrap. Trying to keep the old tower in good nick, you know. Not very Australian. I've got a more American, haven't I? He frowns. Not sure how much life has got left, to be fair. No one's making parts, and what we've got's all breaking down. Been in Kokoby long? 5 years, maybe? Came by with Tina's brother, stuck around. Easy enough work, easy enough life, long as trade keeps coming through. He grins. Plus, Cole keeps my mind sharp. Boy knows his way around just about any gadget you care to name. What's news? Seems like everyone's fallen off the channels these days. All aside, the scats haven't raised York lately. I tell you, unless someone starts up the factories, we're going to lose the rest of our tech. What have you got for sale? Okay, bartering for goods. I think that's probably fairly simple. What's he got? A screwdriver. How How much money do we have to start with? 125. That's not too bad. Radio parts. If you want to yarn with your long distance mate, it's all very Australian, isn't it? Everyone's a tradie out here. Wonder if we can get a sanger for lunch. Throw a shrimp on the barbie. We could get one each of the tools. What do? We drag it into here? I don't want two, though. Can I... Oh. How do I just select one? I'm holding down different keys trying to get this to work. I don't want two hammers. How do I split a stack? I hope it wasn't in that tutorial window. That's just use. Why do I want to buy two hammers and two screwdrivers? So how do I split stack? I can't see a way to do it. I don't want to buy two hammers, so I think we'll leave it there. So why is it just use? When you right click. Alright, so I've tried Shift, Control, Alt, none of that, and Tab. None of those work. Yeah, all this filtering isn't working either. I think this has probably not been fully implemented yet, if I had to guess. Later. Later, Tater. What's Cole up to? Gotta concentrate. Come get me when Mick arrives. Maybe Mick's going to come with Jess and they'll be able to take that old geezer back. We'll take all that. Keeping hoons out since 2041. Hoons is one I'm not super familiar with. Who are these guys? Some things never go out of style, like throwing sharp objects at round ones. Ah. You want a tip? Always bring a hat. Bringing me a beer? Nah, piss off then. You can feel heat radiating out of the doorway in waves. When the cold of the evening comes, though, the residual heat will make the inside quite comfortable. Just don't leave any food inside during the daytime unless you want it slow cooked. Are you geezers? Okay, then not talkative. Ooh. Not sure what tune that is. Please tell me I'm dead and I don't have to walk anymore. I felt like that in Alice Springs when I went there. It's so hot, so much walking. Alright, who's this?
Welcome to Kokobi, stranger.
The effervescent teenager in an outdated conductor's uniform salutes you neatly as you approach. A polished silver whistle swings on a chain at her hip. Tina, g'day. We're just here to pick up some parts for the radio, then we're headed down to Brookton with Mick and Cole. Just thought we'd say hi while we're here. She gestures vaguely at you. This here's a hard gun. Jake reckon we could use the extra hand. There, now you're introduced. Hello, Mishti, always a pleasure. She smiles, the dimples on her cheeks making her look even younger. Mick's not here yet, but you're just in time. I've got a little bit of a pest problem and I'm hoping you can see me clear. Are you in charge here? Yep. She pulls out a shining silver pocket watch and holds it up for you to see. Mount Kokobi is engraved on the front in fine handwriting around an embossed steam engine. Station Master's timepiece. She slips it back into the fob pocket of her pants and gives a little pat. Anyone gives you grief, you come to me. I don't know what time it is, though. Spring's been busted for years. I like your uniform. Thanks. I found it when I was cleaning out those trains for people to stay in. It was tucked away under a console in the cab like it was just waiting for me. She puts her arms out and does a spin to let you appreciate the uniform from every angle. Nah, I thought it suited me anyway. Who's Noah? Noah's my brother, but he's 4 years older than me, so he's more like my father. She chews on the inside of her cheek as she considers you. Yeah, you're probably about the same age. Your brother left you here all alone? Nah, I've been running Kokobi just fine without his help, thank you very much. Her tone is crisp. He can stay gone for all I care. Got any news for me? Nothing you haven't cottoned on to already by the looks of things? Quite the social butterfly, ain't ya? Tell me about your pest problem.
We hired a mercenary in Mason to help protect the town.
Catches me out that when it is not voiced. I saw you talking to him, so you already know exactly what brand of asshole we're dealing with. The problem is, he won't get lost. Claims we have a contract. She gives him the finger and keeps it up as he lazily extends his arm to do the same.
I want you to convince him to move on. Go terrorize someone else. And to stop being such a fucking crybaby.
Her shout carries clearly in the shimmering air.
I'm a little girl and my big brother's not here.
He holds his fists in front of his eyes in a mocking imitation of a small child.
Go sit on a rusty spike and rotate, you old filthy bastard.
She picks up a rock and pegs it at him. He dodges easily and laughs.
So yeah, I want him gone, thanks.
We'll go take care of it.
Looking forward to your problem-solving capacities.
So I think some of the people just strolling around don't actually have sort of unique lines. Yeah. Did we speak to these guys already? Can't remember. Out of your price range, mate. Okay. Nothing there. What about this dude down here? I don't think we've done this sort of section yet. Okay, let's chat to this guy.
Friend, welcome to Kokobi and the energy source of the future. See anything you like?
He gestures at the array of solar panels littered around his stall, his clip-on fan bobbing dangerously with the movement. Clip-on fan. Can we see that? I don't know. Can't see it. What makes solar panels so special? Mate, he holds up a hand, drawing the moment out far past anyone's comfort level. I can tell you're new to the energy game. He leans in close. These guys don't give a rat's ass about keeping informed, but me, I know my worth. When it comes to energy, you got three choices, right? Dig up some black stuff and set it on fire, use that big old fire orb up in the sky, or run water through some turbines or some shit. I don't know about you, but I don't see a whole lot of water nearby, and I hate getting dirt under my fingernails. What's special about solar? It's the gentleman's energy source. Or the ladies. He gives you a worried look before resuming his spiel. In civilization, my friend, that's the way of the future. When he finally runs out of steam, he gives you a supposedly charming smile. Oh, well. So what do you say? Want to invest in a better variety you? A chance for a discount? A dis? His voice squeaks and he coughs and then tries again. A discount? Mate, you got to be pulling my leg. Do you have any idea how hard it is to clean these bastards up, haul them halfway across the country and keep all the sand and shit from getting in? Discount. He scoffs. I'd sooner get caught with my pants round my ankles when the dunny walls fall down. He shakes his head and chuckles. A discount. Come on, Jerry. Jezza? J-Money? I really want that discount. He squints at you. You've been in the sun too long, mate. It's Gerald with a G. He pauses. Oh, J-Money's got a nice ring to it, though. Okay, what have you got for sale? Yeah, so we can't separate stacks. I'm sure that will be implemented. Bye.
Discount? Thanks for the laugh, mate. I needed that.
Okay, we came past the meat. Maybe this vendor? Frida Lamb. Welcome to Kokobi. Her smile is genuine if a little hesitant. Though maybe you come here all the time. Sorry, I've been out of the trading game for a while. Need any water? What can you tell me about Kokobi? It's a lot bigger than it used to be. She laughs abruptly, startling herself. Not much to do, but it's a handy crossroads for hawking your wares at hapless passers-by. What's your story? I'm Frida. Got a decent source of sweet-tasting water and I'm looking for a long-term mutual exchange. She appraises you with a practised eye. Forgive me, but you don't seem like the settled-down type. You come across someone who's looking for a steady supply and can buy in bulk. Tell them to look me up, though. What are you doing here? Selling water? Or at least I hope so. Do you want to buy some? See what you got. We've got an empty milk bottle and one small bottle. It's probably best to buy a big bottle. I don't want to buy 5, so... Yes, that's... Oh, you must be able to split a stack. Hang on. Controls. Keyboard controls. Is that it? Oh, mate. Okay, well, it's not there. Alright, tell you what, let's just... I was going to buy these, but there's 8 of them. That's a bit too much. A bit rich for my blood. Okay, fine. We'll buy these waters. Yeah, go on. Alright. Quick look at the map then. I think we've pretty much explored this area. All its extremities. Don't know where Jess is. Get Sid settled. Should we talk to Sid? Will that help getting him settled? You came back. Does this mean you're ready to go? Yeah, you can give him a bottle. Sure, give him a bottle of water. He can barely lift his hands to hold it, but when you press the bottle to his lips, he gulps greedily, emptying it in one go. Thanks. He gives you a weak smile, then leans back in his chair, exhausted. Still working on it. Questions? Oh, fuck, mate. Can't you wait until I'm not shitting my jocks while also bleeding from every fucking orifice? The outburst seems to have taken quite a lot out of him. Alright, I'll come back. So let's go and talk to this dude. So why have I got a little exclamation mark for the party management thing? I'm not sure. Journal... Yeah, deal with him. Yeah, I didn't think I saw Jess, unless Jess is... No, I don't know. Welcome back. He grins, showing too many teeth. Tina wants you to move on, mate. I don't give a fuck what Tina wants. She hired me and I've kept my end of the bargain, protecting Kokobe. It's going to take more than you and your little 2 nursemaids here to change my mind. So all we can do is utilitarian. Makes sense, because it's... You can see where the options sit, actually. So that when your sort of section of the wheel has one of these, that's when you can choose it, I think. That's cool. I can't make you leave, but you're wasting your talents here, don't you think? There are all kinds of places you'd be appreciated more, paid more. Huh. He narrows his eyes and crosses his arms. He works his jaw, and you can tell he's getting ready to bring out the big guns. I have a contract. A Merc's word is Merc's word is his worth. I'll go back on that and never work again. Make up a new name like Dirk Angersword or Guns McSteel. No, this is... Why can I choose the Machiavellian one? That's an attack option. Should we do utilitarian? You'll never get work again if you're dead either. What? How are you going to protect all these people if you get yourself killed by running your mouth? His face curls up, scowling as he gets your meaning. Sounds like you're the one angling to get yourself killed. Look, mate, you're an asshole to everyone. Me, I've got the patience of a saint. Someone less patient would have pulled a gun on you by now. Keep in mind, mate, we're with the scouts. Think they'll let you kill us with no consequences? Think some other meaner bastard than me will put up with your bullshit?
I've had enough of your threats. I don't take shit from anyone. Least of all a 2-bit mongrel too dumb to know her fucking place.
Here we go. Okay, he's got a couple of cronies. Okay, what's vigilant? There's the sniper, so she needs to get out of dodge, doesn't she? Maybe come up here and... Alright, let's... Oh, the Overwatch, okay. Fair dues. Ooh, it's only 57%. Has she got any skills? Deadeye. 60%. Alright, well, it worked. Crit as well. Okay, I need to get her out of here as well. Let's bring her down here. We're gonna try and focus this guy, I think. We've got 4 AP. Let's just shoot. 51? Not great, is it? Oh well, yeah. And there's me. $69, see if we can get him. Why didn't we shoot? Hey, got one down. Cool. Okay, and we'll reload as well. Ooh, what was that? I don't know what his game is. Alright, what has she got on him? 55. What about if she... What if she came up here a ways? 63. Can we do the Deadeye again? I think we can. Doesn't add much, does it? Oh well. Oh, it's good though. Okay. Kind of want to bring her around here. So what's that blue line? Guess we'll find out. Oh, it's only 49. Oh, terrible. Alright, well, she's not the fighter of the group, in fairness. 54. See, I wish it was like more like Miasma Chronicles, where you know, you get the hit percentages when you sort of mouse over a movement spot. I feel like the skills are that good. You probably unlock more later. Oh god. Unlock more later. I think we're going to take a shotgun blast to the face. Oh, he's got to reload, is he? Where's McStabs going? Okay, alright. What's she got then? 38%. That's not amazing. Why can't she see him? Bit confusing. Maybe we'll take a shot on the melee guy then. Might as well do another Deadeye as there's no cooldown. She missed one. Finally, she landed a shot. 2, killed him. Good girl. I guess we'll come over here and shoot. Nice, crit. Reload. He missed. Alright. Need to get her a bit further away. Let's try here. 65, so if we do the Deadeye, it becomes 68. I mean, it's not a huge bonus, is it? But it did its job. What can she do? She's pretty close now. Her aim is terrible. Still, we got a couple of bites of this cherry. Yay! She killed 2 of them. Here it coming. One less asshole in the wasteland's a good day's work. She looks at Mishti with a raised eyebrow, but says nothing. Can we loot them? Bandage? Okay. Interested to see how that's done. Okay, yeah, so the damage is persistent. Let's just use that. There we go, she's full health again. There's that dude, and he's around here somewhere. As far as I know, I can't rotate the map. So I think he may have died in a spot where we can't loot him. Oh well, let's have a go at this guy. Hunting rifle. I'm pretty sure that's the one we're using, and it's actually got text this time. Wildfire grenade. Oh, we'll take all that. It's not bad. Oh. No. Never mind. Alright, let's go and talk to Dina.
G'day! What can I do for you?
Took care of the merc. Yeah, I saw. She stares at his body, tapping her whistle against her thigh, then shrugs. I hope he didn't have any friends who'll come looking for him. I mean, I doubt it. The guy was the be-all and end-all of assholes, but still. Dags clumped together. Guess I just hope you'll be here if his mates come along too. Still, you did what I asked, and that counts for a lot. Plus, I'll never have to listen to him snoring through the midnight watch again. She lets out a sigh, and all the tension drains from her body. Finally, I feel like this place is on the up and up. Thanks again, friend. She holds out her hand to shake yours. Give her a high five. It takes her a moment, then she grins and gives...
That means we're mates now. For real.
Then she grins and gives your hands a solid slap. So any idea when Mick's going to arrive? Oh, you're new to this area, aren't you? Her tone is sympathetic. Mick's a force of nature like a cyclone or a dust storm. When he's here, you'll know. Oh, you'll know all right. Don't forget he's the one paying us today. Come on, what's life without a little bit of fun at your employer's expense? She pauses. Actually, don't answer that. I don't want to know. Bye. Tina spots some new arrivals. And would you look at that, right on time. If by that you mean half a day late. She waves at a sun-baked woman and overdressed man walking over from where they've hitched their camels. Well, that's got to be Jess, right?
Hello there, Tina. Lovely as the day is long, as always.
We would have been here sooner, but, well, let's just say it's been an eventful day.
Certainly has. Had some excitement in the morning. Had to deal with some diplomacy after that. Not a bad day's work, if I say so myself. I suppose introductions in order. I'm Mick Jones, and this is Jess Brown. Runs Brookton's barter crew when I'm needed elsewhere. He studies you. So, you're a new face in this crowd? You into forging alliances, or do you prefer to rough it alone? Utilitarian. You've got to stick together if you want to get anything done. A group has more bargaining power than one person alone. Yeah, okay, Muriel Hegney. Let me know how collective bargaining works out for you. Jess gives him a long-suffering look and sighs. On that note, I think I'll go check in on Frida. She gives you a friendly nod. Pleasure to meet you. Oh, this the quality of recruit you're accepting these days. Ella gives him a one-shouldered shrug. He frowns. Though, speaking of new recruits... He adjusts his coat and nods to Mishti. Young lady, you're looking well. Me, I'm off for a quick squiz at the goods. Got to keep my hand in. Let me know when you're ready to head off to Brookton. No worries. We took care of Tina's pest problem, so we're free as. Scouts? Free? What do I pay all that good money for then? He grins at her. She shakes her head and sighs. He gives you a jaunty salute. See you shortly. Mishti smiles and waves at his departing back, then speaks in a low voice. Must be a lucky day. We got old Charmer Mick. On bad days, it's the old bastard. She puts her hand down when it's clear he's not going to look back.
Let's finish up and get on the road.
So let's go and talk to Jess. Is Jess... That's her, isn't it? So who's this? Oh, that's probably just nobody. Okay, let's talk to Jess, because she'll probably help out old Sid up here. She's staring at Ian Mason's dead body. She doesn't seem upset, but she isn't happy either. Shame that, she says. Could we give a 6 scavvy a lift to Brookton on the back of your cart? Mick looks like he's about to say something, but she holds up her hand to stave him off. Sid's that bad, huh? Yeah, I'll shift some things around. Get him over to the cart and I'll handle the rest. Who are you, anyway? Like Mick said, name's Jess, trader from out of Brookton. I mostly travel with Mick, but I have been known to go solo. What do you do? I drive a camel cart between Brookton and Kokoby as part of the permanent trade route. Occasionally I chance it and sleep out under the stars, but only when I know I won't get caught. Need anything? Nothing at the mo, but thanks for asking. She gives you the briefest of smiles. Come here often? Every couple of days. She scratches her cheek. It's not a bad run. Tina knows how to hold the good stuff for us. Telling me about Kokoby? Why ask me when Tina's right there? She shrugs. Used to be a rail stop before the world went to hell. became a trading post because people could follow the tracks. She points to the parallel lines of iron stretching off across the countryside. Anything to trade? Nah, we're here picking up other people's orders and stuff to sell back home. Alright, have a good one. Alright, let's go and talk to Sid and we'll get him over to the camel cart, wherever that is. You're back, does it? You're back? Does this mean you're ready to go? Ready when you are. You gotta go? At Sid's nod, Damo helps him to his feet. Throwing Sid's arm across his shoulders, Damo all but drags him to the camels. He gets him settled, then turns to you. I'll catch you up at Brookton. Thanks again. You've no idea how much this means to me. He takes one more look at Sid, pinches the bridge of his nose, and then walks back to his stall. Okay. So if I had to guess... Oh, here's the camel cart. Do I just click on that, do you think, or... Maybe we talk to Mick. Oh, I really wish we could loot him, but it is a demo, so never mind. It's probably going to be over after this. We'll take you to Brookton when you're ready to go. It always pays to travel in packs. I'm all done here, ready to go back to Brookton? He grunts and strokes his chin, considering. Need to make sure we're all squared up with Tina before we roll out. He calls out loudly towards the diminutive trader. Oi, you no good swindler! We're going to get moving. Any last duvalakis you want to force into my pockets before we call it quits? She cocks her hands on her hips and stares him right in the eye. I don't know, mate. It's been a long day. Not sure I've the energy to haggle with a stubborn old mule. He feigns outrage. Why, you cheeky ankle biter. I ought to... He starts chuckling. Oh, well. Right, we're on the road. We'll see you in a bit, eh? He gestures at you to follow. Come on. The sooner we get back to town, the sooner you can buy me a beer. Head to Brookton. I wonder if there actually will be more of the demo, or whether that's going to be it. Because, I mean, if there's more, it feels quite generous. But I guess we'll see. Look closely. The beautiful may be small. Well now. He cranes his neck, then gives himself a little shake. It's getting late, but here we are. You should have a look around town, introduce yourself to the locals. Never hurts to know who you're dealing with, especially if you're planning on heading out this way often. Any pointers on who to meet? Depends what you're after. We're local and blowing merchants right here, but they'll be gone by dark if you want to barter. Sarah down at the clinic if you need any doctoring, and of course Sally at the Broken Arms if you're ready for a beer. He shrugs. Of course, you could have found all this out for yourself by taking a quick tour like I suggested. Thanks, I will. Come on, I'll show you around.
Let's go.
Wow, so yeah, there is more to do, which is quite cool. All right, well, let's take a quick spin round town then, just to kind of see what it looks like. But I'm not going to delve too deeply into things, just because I'm probably going to leave it here reasonably soon. But I would recommend that if you like what you've seen here, that you maybe go check out the demo for yourself. What have we got? Little pagoda. Awesome key. Oh, hello. I'll check out. Is it me or is the prison? Oh no, it's got wire. I thought that was just open. I thought, why is he still in there? Dead ringer. Hey! The blood-spattered raider surges to his feet as you approach, gripping the chain link of his cage. Hey, pretty lady. He smiles, showing dark gaps where his teeth used to be. Beautiful lady, gorgeous lady, light of the moon and the stars. Get me out of this cage, huh? He tilts his head to the side and gives you puppy dog eyes, complete with the pathetic whimpers and useless pawing at the sides of the cage. Pretty sure you must be in there for a reason. He shrugs. So, riddle me this. He takes a closer look, squinting in the harsh sunlight. Merc. His grin widens. In the heat of battle, you get your 4 Fs. You're fighting, you're flighting, you're freezing, and you're procreation. He giggles and stops himself. Who hasn't got a little carried away in the wash of it all when the blood hits the dust and it smells like... He holds his fingers to his nose, sniffs and looks up. Rain. Who put you in here? Military grade Barbie. He lifts his hand above his head, estimating height. But she's not the decision maker. That'd be old gut wound. He grins, slicing across his abdomen with his thumb. Who's gut wound? Goes by another name now, does he? That's right, that's right. He stares off in the distance towards the marketplace. He breathes the words so low you almost miss them. Mick Jones. Why'd you call Mick gut wound? That's what he called himself. You should ask him. You'll be in for a bloody good time. He grins. The sight is not pleasant. Why should I help you? Why shouldn't you? His retort comes quickly like the crack of a whip. Don't you care about justice? He's not denied that, that he deserves to be in there. His clinic. That's probably Sarah, who owns the clinic. Brookton School. Little playground. Can we go in the little playground? No, it's blocked off. What I might do is go and ask Mick about that guy and about his bold nickname. I haven't been able to go in any buildings yet, which is interesting. Oh, here's the schoolyard. Okay. A rummage in a bin. Oh, who would? Oh, it's empty. Okay, well, we'll take all that. There might be places to fill up the empties. Alright, see yourself. Oh yeah, that's Mick's thing. Who's this guy? Sean. Hey. His voice is deep and pleasant. If you're at it, if you're here to help out, we're glad to have you. What do you do? I work at the farm with Dad and help keep Brookton fed. It's a busy life, that's for sure. Who are you? Sean Taylor of Taylor's Farm. Pleased to meet you. Any news? Unless you're interested in the gossip of sheep and pigs. Need anything? Nah. He stretches with a grunt. Nothing's a good night's sleep won't fix. Yep. Alright. Man's greatest fear is the unknown. Crow's greatest fear is the cat. Okay. Got a farm. It's quite big, isn't it? Let's have a look at the map. Oh, I'm kind of mucking around in here now, but I think we've seen a lot of it. Let's see if we can find our way back to Mick and ask him about his nickname. His Mick name. Oh, they went a different way. Hello again. What's the good word? Why did they used to call you Gutwound? His face goes incredibly still. Where did you hear that name? Dead Ringer said it, but he didn't say why. Oh, that filthy mongrel. His voice is low and guttural. Don't you ever utter those words again, you hear me? He doesn't wait for your reply. Yes. Oh, we've upset him now. About the guy in the cage. What makes you think I'm interested in your opinion of how I run my town? Gives you a quick once-over, affecting boredom. Oh, forget it. I don't want to steal. I don't want to let the raider out. Let him take his punishment. Alright, well that wasn't very illuminating. We'll try one more. Who's this? Looks like a water merchant. G'day, new around here, eh? How you going, buddy? Who are you? I'm Bruce. Bruce Harris. Sell a bit of this, a bit of that. Mostly clean water, some fresh produce. Have a look. Where does your water come from? I know a guy. He smiles widely again, almost laughing as he answers. Can't be giving my secrets away, man. Where did you come from? I was in Alderside yesterday. Brief stop in Ardath before that. Just doing the rounds that Deweys and other water merchants might have missed. What are Deweys? Oh, you know, Jew farmers. Glad they're helping out with the water shortage, even if it is a bit of competition. A lot of need out there at the moment. He didn't really say where you were from. Some ways east of here. Few days hike. Little place off the main tracks. No, where specifically are you from? Geez, persistent, aren't you? His smile fades for the first time, but he still has the same warmth about him as he speaks. I'd have said where if I were keen for you to know. A lot of us blow in here, do some trade and then blow out again. I've got mouths to feed back home that rely on home staying off the maps. Alright, what have we got for sale? Bits and bobs, like I said, some food, some water, parts. Okay. Fair enough. So probably lots more to do in the town. Lots to explore, I expect. Quests to take. We can actually go in the pub. That's the only building so far we've been allowed in. Let's go do it before we sign off. Hopefully it won't take too long to load, as it's an interior location. Ooh. Let's just speak to the bartender.
What can I get ya? First drink's free, if you promise to buy 3 more.
Of course, I'm not officially open yet, but the other offer stands for when I am. Anything I can do for you in the meantime? Anything interesting going on in town? Let's see. Vic and Eastie got in another fight. Didn't break his jaw this time, but Sarah still gave him a good chewing out. Raj got Vicky's knickers in a knot over some loney odour, so she sheared his sheep in the middle of the night and left them standing butt naked in the run. Poor bastard's got a bad case of sunburn. Esty and Rowan got back together and word her she's up the duff. She'll have to go to Merredin for the birth, though. Sarah's bedside manner is pretty terrible. Told her the last time if she had any more sprog, she'd tie her tubes while she was unconscious. Easy target, that's about it, I reckon. She scratches the side of her nose. Not a lot going on around here, as you can see. How'd you get into running a pub? She hoists her right leg up on the bench and raps on her shin with her knuckles. Wasn't much good to the crew once blood poisoning took my leg. Couldn't walk so far anymore. She puts her leg back down and gives the bench a wipe for good measure. Of course, losing my leg hasn't dulled my trading instincts at all. Still drive a mean bargain. Just so you know, she says, holding up her hands, I have a discount for newbies too. Don't get many repeat customers if they die out in the desert. What's your leg made of? It's good hardwood. Better than metal, but harder to find. Reckon this one's got a few years left in her. After that, I'll be up the creek. She shrugs and smiles. But that's future Sally's problem. We could trade? She's got a hand grenade. Casually, hand grenades and napalm and beer. Okay. Bye.
Right. That's enough socialising for one day. You Cadbury.
It's good to know your limits. She stretches and yawns. Let's head back to Bally Bally. Sun's about to set. She looks sheepish. I was hoping we could hit the pub, check in on Jake and Jonesy. Ella raises an eyebrow. Mishty fidgets and looks away.
Mick will want to grill the new kid on how the day went down. Let's handle that part first, yeah?
I didn't even know we were doing a quest. Oh, we could do that too. Alright, let's do a bit more. Who are these guys? Okay, they're not really interested in doing anything. Alright, let's leave. Okay, let's check on the guy at the clinic. There he is. Well, let's talk to the doc first. Hello, can I help you? She puts down the rag she's tearing to make bandages and gives you her full attention. Who are you? Sarah Taylor. My husband and son run the farm outside of town. What do you do? Town doctor? Mostly I dispense pain relief and a dose of reality for people who forget what really matters. Need anything? A full surgical suite. Her expression doesn't change, but she glances at you before continuing. For real though, distilled water's always in high demand. Woody pear, marry tree sap, lemongrass shoots, the usual. Alright, what about Sid then? Good to see you, young Sheila. He gives you a friendly nod. What do you do? Now, nothing much. He leans his head back, relaxing into the chair. Too old and I've done too much shit to bother with keeping up appearances. What did you used to do? A bit of this, bit of that. He looks up at you and tilts his head to the side in a shrug. Fuel running these past few years over Perth way. It was a solid gig until some shithead set the processing plant on fire while me and Damo were in the middle of knocking out our allocated batch. Bastards. Who do you think set fire at the processing plant? Raleigh's Rippers. He spits on the ground. Bastard's been dead 20 years, but his legacy of being a monumental piece of shit lives on. Alright, bye. Was that checking up on him? Yes. Okay. He seems alright. Needs a bit more sort of confirmation that you've done a quest, I think. Oh, there's coal. But let's talk to Mick. I'm interested to see if this is... it kind of ends the demo when we do. There's probably a bit more to do in town, but... I think we've probably had a good look at, you know, what sort of the game has to offer at this point. Met the locals then. He sizes you up. Looks like you've been through the ringer, new kid. Time for a beer. Each person paying for themselves, of course. Excuse me, I just need a moment of your time. The speaker is a tall, broad-shouldered man, well-groomed with a gold necklace and a gold bracelet glinting in the sun. Despite his size, he moves with a fluid grace. He reminds you of nothing so much as a big cat. Attractive, smiling, and dangerous as hell. Can your business wait? He smiles coolly. It'll hardly take long, but it's a matter of some urgency. Spit it out then. All the humour's gone from him, like he senses a threat. He's alert and focused, his eyes never leaving the newcomer. His voice is low and calm. My name is James... Okay, back to the Australian. My name is James Whitefield. I'm so glad to have met you, Mr. Jones. It's like I'm bearing a proposition for you and your people. A proposition? He repeats, flatly and dismissively. Better make it quick, mate. He holds out his hands, palms up. Let me be plain then. I come from a powerful community to the east. We're rebuilding civilization, and we'd like to invite Brookton to be part of that effort. Join us, and we can end the age of grubbing through the relics of the past. Join us, and we can usher in an age of miracles. Mick's eyes narrow. You want us to bow and scrape to someone who's never even looked our way before? Who never had the good grace to come and say hello himself? He spits to the side. Civilization, And what do we get out of it, pray tell? Civilization will bring the rains? Fill these fields with wheat again? What happens if we say no? This is very similar to one of the quiz questions we got at the beginning, wasn't it? We've only got utilitarian. Let's hear him out. Without taking his eyes off Wakefield, Mick scoffs. I don't remember asking for your opinion, mate. He stares at the stranger silently for a few seconds. We've got nothing but your word to go by, mate. Show us some of these miracles if you're so keen to bring us into the fold. He chuckles. Mr. Jones, I was sent merely to make the offer. He's American again. I'm a messenger, not a diplomat. If it's pretty words you're after, you're not the man I thought you were. Well, Mr. Not a Diplomat, why don't you piss off back home and tell your overlords that if they want us kissing their boots, they're going to have to prove those boots are worth the tongue. Till they can, the answer's a hard no. He takes the answer with equanimity. I must ask one more time. We can offer your people many things. Food, water, protection, freedom from want or care. The future and its limitless possibilities rather than scratching out a living on the edge of darkness. And what's the cost of that protection? Absolute obedience? You're not the first to try that one on, mate. Wouldn't be the first to succeed either. No means no, now bugger off. Remember those words. Remember too what I offered. The memory will prove quite enlightening in time. I don't know why you're taking this bloke seriously. Join his mysterious far-off community so we can, I don't know, all drive cars again? She laughs scornfully. Mutton chop's been out here in the sun too long, I reckon. Piss off, mate. Seems she's taking her cues from Mick and Ella. No need to be rude. His tone is mild. You made your choice clear. My duty was to ask, and so I have done. Be assured that I shall sleep soundly tonight. A good evening to you all. I'll make sure Cole gets Bally Bally back up on the radio waves toot sweet. We can't be offline if you need us in a pinch. Mick stares after Wakefield, thoughtful. Yeah, might be a good idea. Cheers. Tomorrow we can send someone to follow his... I don't know why he's gone American now. Tomorrow we can send someone to follow his tracks and find out where he came from. We'll get to the bottom of this. I'll need a beer or 5 after that ordeal. See you in the pub. Alright, let's go in the pub again. Ella stretches and
Hell of
yawns.
a day, yeah? Gotta head back and spell Matt. She'll have gotten pissy sitting up in that nest by her lonesome for hours.
Dreamer nods, slapping dust off her trousers. She seems unable to give her companion her full attention.
Oh, I was actually planning to...
I'm parched. Hope we'll see you in there. Don't be a bloody idiot. If you're having a night at the Arms, we're taking the truck. You can walk back home. Ripper. See you in the morning, El. He nods to all of you as he and Jonesy head for the pub door. A bit of a hike to Bally Bally, innit? It'll do them good. They can walk off the hangover. She turns her gaze back to the younger woman. Right, Misty, let's pack it in. We've got a free ride home, and like I said, Matt'll be getting pissy about being left out of all the action. To be fair, I thought today would be less eventful, but yeah, time to go. Misty sighs unhappily and steel creeps into her eye. Look, Ella, there are some facts you may have conveniently forgotten. She holds up 3 fingers on her right hand. 1, this may surprise you, but you're not my mum. She ticks off her ring finger and touches her index finger. 2, I'm an adult and capable of making my own decisions, and tonight I choose to hit the pub. She folds down her index finger and glances at the remaining middle finger. And hey, there's point 3. Listen, my mind's made up. I'm having a few drinks. Not planning to get wasted. Cut me some slack.
You're the one who let that boy at Key Road die. Everyone fucking ignored my advice. And now you want an opinion on how I unwind? And then we just straight up slaughtered that arsehole at Kokobi. Sure, he was a prick of the highest order, but if that's a death sentence, then half the country better be on guard. I need a fucking drink. Alright?
Ella looks like she's about to talk, but Mishti holds up her hand and keeps going. Plus, we know Taylor's farm was raided today. What if they come back? What if they want revenge? Brookton will need guns, and I'm happy to have a pint and then stand guard. Yeah, you can have a drink. Ah, for fuck's sake, don't encourage her. Brookton's got 'em handled, Mishti. They don't need our guns here. Come on, why are you so dead set on staying? She lifts her chin defiantly. Jonesy promised to buy me a beer. You know how I feel about free beer. Oh, you're pulling my leg. Jonesy? She steps back and sighs. Kid, I've got stories about Jonesy that'll curl your pubes, assuming you got any. See where the night takes you. It's fine. Why are you still involved in this conversation?
Anyway, Dreamer, I'm gone. I'd say don't do anything I wouldn't, but you're already way past that point if you're keen on a dickhead like Henry. I'll tell Matt you're drinking her beer.
She blows out a heavy sigh. Rough. At least you weren't trying to be my mum. I swear she treated me like her little sister. Bloody hell, maybe even her kid. A real sister would kill her if she tried this crap. Alright, pub o'clock it is.
You coming?
Alright, let's go in. I'm interested to see if this is the end of the demo. Alright, up for a chat? Oh yeah, you ready to sit down and share a few pints and have a yarn about how today went? He looks at Jonesy, who's drinking beer, and simply raises his eyebrows by way of assent. Yeah, let's do
Had a
it.
girl?
Jonesy picks up his beer and wanders off to find conversation elsewhere. Mishti follows.
Let's get down to brass tacks.
It's a long enough walk from Kokobi. I had time to hear about a few of your exploits from Our Lady and no bullshit. Reckon you'd be interested in my take on things? Sure, why not?
Well then, here we go.
You're a bit on the slippery side, I have to say. Not that there's no place in the world for different points of view. I take issue with the ones that affect me in ways I can't foresee. You're a hard worker, I'll give you that, but you're too quick to step in when you should be asking questions first. Mishti's a charmer, alright, but she got you good. Getting you to do all that work for her. She's not going to learn that way.
As for that merc up in Kokobi,
Deadeye Mason was a bully and a fucking embarrassment, but we don't kill people for that around here. Not since I became mayor, anyway. And that's not even getting into what happened at Kai Road. He watches you, waiting for your reaction. Go on. The boy's dead. Don't have much hope for Mum either. I'll send out some people tomorrow, but he shrugs eloquently. It's a bloody shame is what it is.
now, tell me I'm wrong.
To be honest, we probably could have handled all that stuff better. You're not wrong. I thought so. He takes a sip of his beer. You don't live the life I have without becoming an excellent judge of character.
The sound of hail reaches your ears a moment before Sean burst into the pub, screams and cloying smoke trailing in his wake.
Get out here! We're under attack!
Bloody mongrels! Let's show them what it means to tangle with Brookton.
Let's rock!
That's as far as your story goes right now.
Yeah.
You've already made your mark on this sunburned land. Despite the many paths in front of us, we can only ever walk our own. What tale will your choices tell at the end of your journey down these broken roads?
There we go. Well, I'm glad we pushed on a little bit further and got to the end of the demo. There was probably lots more conversation to be had in town and in the bar just then, but I was sort of aware of how long the video was going on and just kind of wanted to bring it to a close. But hopefully you enjoyed it. I think it's pretty interesting. I think combat probably needs a little more finesse. If I'm honest, it's sort of like move here, click on that, shoot. You know, there's not... it needs to be a bit more tactical, I think, like sort of, you know, hiding behind cover, that sort of thing. But yeah, maybe there'll be more to it when the full game releases. That would be good. Yeah, otherwise I think it's pretty good. We'll definitely be keeping an eye on it and see what it's like when it comes out. But as I said, if you enjoyed what you saw, then, you know, by all means go and check it out, the demo for yourself. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then please do hit the thumbs up button. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about the game and anything else you like, really. And I'll hope to see you again on Boring Dad Gaming for other series, other playthroughs. Thanks very much, and I'll see you again another time. Bye for now.